When have you done your investigations to know why and how do our politicians move our money, steal our common resources and funds, and bring to develop your countries? When have you picked up your microphones and your cameras to go and do this? So in Africa, or let me say in Nigeria, there is this belief that people don't talk ill about the dead, and that gives me a lot to worry about. Now, why am I saying this? I just want to touch a bit about the Prophet TB Joshua documentary by the BBC. Now, my take. Do I believe the documentary? I don't know. Do I believe that Pastor TB Joshua did not commit all of these being documented with those who had testified by the BBC? I also do not know. But my worry is this: when will Nigeria grow to the level that we begin to see people who commit crime as those same people, whether they are alive or they are dead? At what point will Nigerians begin to understand that we cannot pretend to a man while he is alive and still pretend to that same man even in death? Now, are they very worried because we dey very deceitful as a people? In Nigeria, you know, say when this man dey alive, now wicked man. When this man dey alive, he was a thief. When this man dey alive, he commits evil against the society and against the people. This same man goes during his funeral, when it is time for people to come and talk about him, fortunately and shamefully, people go come out. They say, while this man was alive, he was a good man. Even in death, we still dey lie about this man when we know say, na evil man, na bad man. My question is why? When we go reach that level, when a man go know say, even when he don pass away, even in death, that people will condemn him for those atrocity, for those evil, for those bad things when he do. And I dey tell people, if you be bad person, you die. If they come in my talk about you, I go talk say you bad oh. So make una not just call me. If una know say bad person don't pass, and una want people to come talk about their biography, don't call me, because I will talk about their part where they say bad. Bad people are bad people anyway. And so we should stop deceiving people even up until death that they are good people. However, I am not saying that TB Joshua is one. I'm not defending and I am not supporting. But I'm only saying that mentality where we dey say, make we not judge the dead person. No, if the person bad when he dey alive, not be when he come, not be take or dey good. So we must realize that we must continue to tell people the aspect of their wrongdoings while they are alive and even in death. Let's not deceive, because wetin be the example where they show to people that you can be a bad man and when you will talk good about you. And so psychologically, what is the lesson that you are teaching people when come the funeral, when no say this man a bad person? It cause shock as he come. People they talk things. Some people go forge story just make the man look good, and we know that this man was a bad man before he passed. What is the message we are teaching people? And so to the BBC, you have done your documentary, fine. I'm not there. I don't know whether not true. I don't know whether not lie. But if those things are truth, then in death, we must condemn the act of TB Joshua. But if they are not truth, then I believe say not get as it reach. The truth must unveil itself. Then we will know if BBC did that just for them to condemn a great preacher who had existed or at a time like this came in through the black race, then we go know. But however, this is my point, and this is to BBC. Very lengthy documentary, well put together, well documented, But let me ask, the crime that is being accused of TB Joshua to have committed, I know that is just a fraction compared to the crime that is being committed against the Nigerian citizens by politicians. And these same politicians, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, they keep stealing the commonwealth of the Nigerian people, bringing it to the UK and other parts of the world to develop and grow your economy. Why those in Africa, those in Nigeria, keep living in abject poverty, suffering and dying from diseases that should not kill a human being ordinarily? Then I ask you, when have you picked your cameras? When have you picked your microphones? When have you traveled from country to ask Nigerians who leave this country on a daily basis why they left? When have you done your investigations to know why and how do our politicians move our money, steal our common resources and funds and bring to develop your countries? When have you picked up your microphones and your cameras to go and do this? Unfold for us. Tell us how they move the money. Tell us how they steal the money. Tell us the channels. Tell us where they invest those money in outside Africa. Tell us. Do the documentary. Mention the names of the politicians just the same way you have mentioned the name of Prophet TB Joshua. Do it. Then and only then that we will know that as a media outfit, you are being fair to all concerned. When will you do it? Or because the money being stolen from Nigeria to your countries, they are all developing your country, so it is no longer a crime. Is that what you are saying? Why can't you be just and fair to journalism? That is my question to BBC. Do it, let us see. Name them. Shame them. It is a pity that today the commonwealth of the Nigerian people is being stolen. Now you gave it a name. Instead of calling them people who had stolen from their country, you package it and you go use English. Say na illicit financial flow. You see? Illicit financial flow. You use English. You can't make them sweet. If they are thieves, let's call them thieves. Let's call a spade a spade. So my challenge to BBC today, as I do this video, just the way you took your time and travel from country to country, from place to place, to talk to all of these persons you talk to about Prophet TB Joshua, I challenge you to travel from country to country and look at where the Nigerian politicians had stolen our commonwealth from Nigeria, go to invest and develop those countries, while Nigerians living here are living in abject poverty, suffering and dying from diseases that should not kill human on the normal circumstances. That is my challenge to you. Not until you do that, then you leave us with no option but to think and believe that all of this is just a strategy to bring down the great and the mighty here in Africa. I'm a proud African. I'm a proud Nigerian. And nothing about all of these will weigh me down. Long live the African continent. Long live the Nigerian nation. Long live Nigerians. And long live those human beings still living, surviving in Nigeria. Thank you.